Former Mbappa lawyer compares Caitlin Clark to Michael Jordan for WNBA CBA negotiations. Caitlin Clark has the power to influence the WNBA's next collective bargaining agreement like basketball GOAT Michael Jordan once did for the NBA. While it may have flown relatively under the radar, perhaps the biggest story in the women's basketball world this week, aside from the New York Liberty becoming WNBA champions, is the WNBA players have opted out of their current collective bargaining agreement, CBA. The CBA was set to expire following the 2027 season, but because the WNBA Players Association, UNBPA, exercised the opt-out clause in the agreement, that expiration date has moved up to after the 2025 season ends. This is a fascinating development, and given the massive boom of popularity the WNBA has experienced, what the next CBA entails will have huge implications for what the WNBA's future looks like from a player pay perspective. And in an October 23rd article from Sportico's Eric Jackson, ex-NBA Players Association Deputy General Counsel Hal Villegas explained the impact that Indiana Fever icon could have in CBA negotiations if she decides to flex her influence. Villegas believes the WNBA Rookie of the Year could change the tenor of the collective bargaining agreement negotiating room if she opts to take an active role alongside other prominent player voices, Jackson wrote. Villegas, who was among key members who drafted the NBA/NBPA 1999 and 2005 collective bargaining agreements, was asked about legend Michael Jordan's influence during CBA discussions and how it relates to Clark. Michael wasn't always heavily involved, but when he did decide to get involved, it made a difference, Villegas is quoted saying in the article. It galvanized players and, to some degree, intimidated owners. It really depends on how Caitlin decides to, or not, wield her power. She certainly has a tremendous amount of power. Jackson then goes on to note how the potential of a work stoppage, which means that Clark and the WNBA's other superstars would refuse to take the court, would likely be the biggest catalyst of change if negotiations reach that point. Time will tell if they do, along with how much Clark decides to be a part of this massive moment for the league's future. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe our channel. Thank you.